Wait, what is he? Oh,
Recording in
Welcome,
progress.
welcome to week 4 of the Tonto's Demise podcast. I am Hillbillies on PCP, Tonto Bowl 6 champ, sitting here with.
I am Disco, everybody's favorite lovable loser. 0 for 13 in all Tonto Bowls.
I am Kevin Bean, back-to-back Tonto Bowl champion of years that I don't remember that were too long ago.
Was it even before Brian's title, Brian? That he went back to back?
I
Or
feel like
no,
it
did
was
he do that when I
before.
wasn't in the league?
I think it was before mine. I think it was before 6.
Oh, okay. So we're talking about like
It was relatively early.
Yeah,
I don't think you guys were going for
4,
too many years before I joined.
back when it was an 8-teamer and 2 of the teams were
I don't know if it was an 18-teamer
mom
at the time.
that he drafted.
It was a 12. It was a 12.
Vinny's mom played in it. It was a 10 for sure.
And there's David Montgomery's second touchdown of the night.
Fuck you. I said I'm behind you, dude.
Well, sorry, spoiler alert, 2 touchdowns. Anyways,
Fucking hate you, Monty.
we're also sitting here with, right behind my left shoulder, my newest team member, T Swift. She's cheering my team on from the press box, and with Swift Nation. Oh, and I was just told I need to keep my voice down. I get excited. I get excited. What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna like hire someone to.
I saw an excellent video theorizing that this is all just a grand scheme by Taylor Swift to distract the Chiefs because she is from Pennsylvania and is an Eagles fan. So this is all just a long con on her part.
If it is, wow,
Wow.
more power to her.
That's multi-layered and deep. It's a good con.
Does she even care about the Eagles?
I believe she does, actually. I think she is an Eagles fan. Noted
Okay.
as
Are you guys noticing the hat I'm wearing? Busting it out for the first time this year. The stripper hat of shame.
does it still smell like
Smells like
Britney
Adderall
Spears,
sweat
Britney Spears
and
Curious and Astroglide.
it smells like Adderall sweat, a little bit of pie guy poker, and some stripper taint grease.
Nice, yeah.
Also, there's definitely a must, in an edamame kind of flavor.
You got a bottle of that.
I think they do actually sell that, and it's under the name of Britney Spears Curious. So
So if for anybody who doesn't know, I wore this hat into a strip club once for Maddie's bachelor party, which was ridiculous in its own right, and wore it around all night, and took some of Maggie's Adderall, and I was all sweaty. Then the stripper takes it off my head and goes to rub it on her genitalia. But then realizing how sweaty it was, refused to, and tried to embarrass me in front of a group of dudes at a strip club. But I wasn't embarrassed. I knew it was a sweaty hat. I didn't ask her to take the hat off me, but infamously, that is what happened with the hat, and I haven't washed it since. That's it. Story.
Yeah, the rest is history.
Mike, fuck a hole in the ground, Blanchard would be proud.
All right, let's get started. Anybody got some unfinished business?
I got a little bit. Just real quick, Kevin, it's with you. Actually, I'm glad you showed up because it's with you. When you say that you have 6 working wide receivers,
yes,
I'm only assuming you weren't referring to Brandon Cooks.
Of course not.
no,
You then cut
very
him
much was not.
5 seconds later.
Exactly.
Yeah, very much was not referring to Brandon Cooks.
But when you're picking up Marvin Mims and who's this other guy, Rondale Moore, that no one cares about.
Yeah, just guys scoring
guys they're scrubs, dude. They're scrubs.
Yeah, just guys that are scoring like 10 to 15 points a week. They're not.
Then, okay.
I was very clear that they were not superstars. But if you need, a flex
Mims
guy
isn't a scrub, then Gabe Davis is a fucking WR1 then, right? Comparatively. Mims had 1 kickoff return, 1 long bomb. That's it. Rondale Moore, 1 long run.
Is that
Hasn't done
all he's
shit.
had? Are we sure
Doesn't
about
do-
that with
you
Mims?
really wanna
'Cause we
put-
can check
I-
the tape.
And that was I was gonna say. I dare you to put either of those guys in your lineup this week. I double dog dare you, dude. Since
I
you're
mean, all
putting-
Mims has done the past 2 weeks is 20 points and 16.6. So
so put him in.
yeah, they're trying to get
dare
him
you.
more points.
Dude,
I dare you to put him in.
I regret dropping him just because there's potential if Judy gets hurt, if Sutton gets hurt, he'll pop in there to get something.
Dude, that's everybody.
Honestly, the larger
fucking
reason to
team
pick up
now.
Mims is that he's showing potential right now and he's a rookie. So that's why I grabbed him, is that he's a potential keeper.
I'm
and-
just fucking with you, man.
Dude,
But
and because Denver,
come on, in no world are you starting Marvin Mims Jr.
On a bye week, I will. I mean, I've got AJ Brown, Keenan Allen, Tutu Atwell, and Ayuk starting this week. So yeah, he's not going in over one of those 4 guys, but when they're off, I'll probably throw him in.
Do you think 2-2 will go ta-ta, like I said earlier, when Cooper comes back? Or
I'm legitimately interested to see what happens. And I don't know in either direction, because kind of the point I've been making with him versus Puka is that Puka is the same type of wide receiver as Cooper Kupp. Like, he fills that role on the team. So when Kupp comes
yeah, but he
back,
runs really good routes, though.
oh,
I
he
never
does,
saw
for
Tutu
sure.
Atwell run anything
Oh, but I
delicate
mean,
like that.
Tutu they're using more as like a deep threat.
Look,
Like he's not
like a
doing.
player in the NFL and shit. He's good enough, but I mean,
So it's more like
he's like a Josh
Puka
Reynolds.
is interchangeable with the wide receiver 1,
Mhm.
and Tutu is the wide receiver 2. So do they
Agreed.
keep Tutu?
Four.
I mean, right now,
He's
right
a
this
W
minute.
before.
Do they
5.
keep Tutu in that role when Cup comes back, or do they shift people around? I honestly don't know.
I don't know.
I'm very
Not
curious
anything
to
you
see what
do
they're
with
gonna
that
do.
offense. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
I'm just waiting to see when Van Jefferson's gonna make a move, you know? Like,
Yeah.
when's
Yeah.
he
I think he is too.
Then they're gonna bring back Bobby Trees and
right.
Brandon Cooks, dude. It's gonna be the old school. Old
Van
school
Jefferson
times.
is such a bum. He is such a bum.
He's so bad. Like, how does he just? Yeah, he's the definition of an 8-point wide receiver for life, dude. Like, he never gets any better, never gets any worse, really. Catches one ball for 49
Yep,
every 3
yep,
weeks.
yep.
Like, I don't fucking know what's wrong with this guy.
I,
He had a
I-
path to be in. He should have been learning how to run routes instead of trying to fly faster down the field or something.
I do have a little bit of unfinished business. It's a little bit different, and I'm hoping that you'll humor me. For I end up doing like a lot of research type stuff. So I had just like a very short questionnaire for Bigler. If you'd be able
What?
to answer in just
Come
short
on.
responses so we can keep it
Oh,
moving, I'd
boy.
appreciate
All
it.
right.
So question 1, what's the most points you've ever lost by?
In fantasy?
Yeah, just in general, what do you think
In
is the thing that
bowling?
makes you the biggest loser?
Oh shit, I don't know. I think someone beat me by 100 before.
I'm sure.
Okay. A 2-part question. What's the worst team you've ever had, and why is or isn't it this one?
This is the worst team I've ever had. Next
Yeah.
question.
Would you say that more or less than 2 best represents the number of hours you spend per day on average, wishing that my team was your team?
At least 4.5 to 6 hours a day. I think about that. I wake up thinking about it. I'm in the shower, just
And good. And
cursing
then
your name. I carved your name in the soap and then scratched it off. I was
That feels
like,
right.
God damn, he's so good.
and then last question.
Mhm.
What do you feel is the most likely injury that Christian McCaffrey is going to receive on the first play of the game? And how many games after this one do you believe he will miss?
I believe that this will be a career-ending injury on the first snap of the game on offense, and he'll never
Career.
play again. I believe his career is over after the snap.
Ending injury.
Wow.
Okay, good. Thank you very much.
Or he might go for $150 and 3 touches. I mean, that's just as likely.
Do you
But,
feel a $150 is like the number of miles they'll have to fly him to a specialist hospital?
No, I think there's one right down the road from SoFi, right?
Okay. And 2 touchdowns will be the number of flights They have to touch down twice to get to the hospital where they're going to
Well,
fix
yeah.
his
So, I
injury.
mean, I'm assuming it'll be so severe they'll have to do a mid-air change from a helicopter into an airplane. So
Yeah,
that might
yeah.
reduce the
like a
touchdowns to
Transformers
one.
type of situation, or like a
No,
Fast and
just kind of
Furious.
throw him from the chopper into the plane.
Okay, so more of a Fast and
Get
Furious.
out the chopper, you know.
Like snakes on a plane.
Get out the fear, come on. And they just throw him.
Take
Dude.
my hand if you want to live.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Great questions. Great
Great,
unfinished.
yeah,
I'm glad we
yeah.
finished that business. Yeah.
Thank you.
No, it's
I
gonna be a
appreciate
tough
that.
day when Josh Allen breaks his leg on the first play.
So that's what you were writing down, Bean, those questions, huh?
Yeah, no, that's what he was working on.
I had to prepare. Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Well played.
My unfinished business probably with Crick. I mean, just my heart goes out to you. Get losing the 200-point game. It sucks. You hate to see it. I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick, but it sucks. You hate to score 200 to lose, but somebody's got to do it, you know.
The
So,
upside, though, as Craig pointed out in his recap, those points do come in handy come playoff
Oh
time.
yeah, no,
So
it's fine
Yeah.
and everything, but it's still losing.
still a loss, and I mean,
Every win is. I mean, anytime you score 200, you really want to win that week.
oh, for sure.
And he definitely had a path. What did he only needed? Like 21 from
Yeah.
Devontae Smith, and I'm sure
was
he's
very
done that
possible.
many times in his career. So
Yeah.
Do
yeah,
I
you
feel
dodged a
bad for him?
bullet
No.
there, and it was an AJ Brown kind of night. But like KB said, not quite enough of AJ Brown to push him over the edge.
Yeah, my 180 wasn't quite enough to get past the 197 with Justin Herbert just stroking it all night.
Speaking of stroking him, my real unfinished business is with Craig, the Wiz. He's not the Wiz. Nobody
No.
beats him because
him
I
wow.
get to be the first person
Wow.
to ever beat the Wiz
Gotta
at
feel
fantasy
good.
football
Feel
of
great.
all time for the rest of history. Disco was the one that did you. And you thought it was fucking, you thought you had me. You had Puka and Rashad White going against Jamar Chase, since he's D, and you're like, oh, Stafford all day with Puka. No, since he's D,
so
kicked my butt
confident.
as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase came out and just wore you out like I said he would. 12 for 141. Suck it, Wiz.
Ooh, weirdly enough, do you know who outscored Puka last week? Tutu Atwell.
Well, there you go.
Here we go.
There you go.
What?
Tutu train.
What? No, sweetheart, you just had a popsicle.
Craig was so confident. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave the state. I'm just gonna go on a road, whatever. Go on
Seriously.
a crazy
No.
trip. He's like,
What?
he's not worried about disco. I mean,
Yes.
he tried to insult your team by going on a music road trip.
Yeah, no, I don't know what he thought he was getting himself into, but we didn't fuck around. We haven't been
No.
fucking around this year. I was 0 for 2 on Monday. Had that gross Garrett Wilson touchdown to beat me. That gross Pittsburgh versus Cleveland game really stuck it in me. So I could be 3-0, I could be 0-3, but I'm 1-2. Feels good to get the dub.
Yeah.
It's a tough year this year. Like I kind of pointed it out in the lineup. And
It's always tough.
In
out
no
there,
way
Kevin.
is like bragging. It's a statistical interesting thing to me. I've averaged 170 this year, and that number of points is sixth place out of the teams that are 2-1.
Yeah.
Like 170 is a pretty respectable weekly score, and that's sixth place. You know, and actually, and if all records were the same, it wouldn't need to be 6. Like people are scoring crazy this year.
Yeah, but the first week was not crazy at all. First week was pretty low. The last 2 weeks were nuts.
Yeah.
Besides
It's
Juddy.
Except for Juddy. Juddy went off.
He went off on week 1. That was about it. My unfinished business is actually with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, because I heard a theory different from yours, Bean, and you can elaborate on yours if you want to here in a second. But the theory I've heard, which seems
check it down to Gibbs.
Completely legitimate. That was 2 minutes ago. Is that this is a complete setup by the NFL, and they're going to cut Taylor Swift a ridiculous check whenever they break up, which will probably happen maybe off season, maybe who knows later on in the season. It's just a made up relationship. There's nothing real about it. But do you see how many more fans they're getting? And here's what they said. They said, think about it. Taylor Swift had a gigantic tour, and where did she play? NFL stadiums. And what did she do? Sell out every single one with fans that were not NFL fans. And now they're trying to rope in these new fans, sell a bunch of merch, sell tickets. I think it's legit.
It's brilliant. I
Yeah.
think it's brilliant. They're touching such demographic, you know
That's
what I
that's
mean?
that's some galaxy brain there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's very smart.
Because somebody said, like, do you think Taylor Swift is going to say, you know what, Travis Kelce, that's my guy. I can have anybody in the entire world. I want Travis Kelce.
You're saying that Travis Kelce doesn't have some BDE going on?
He's
You
kind
know,
of
Plus,
that-
like,
he's kind of a douche.
he's got that. He has that big dick energy, dude.
No,
What do you
He's
mean?
got DBE, douchebag energy.
nah, he seems like a fun guy. If you watch his podcast with his brother.
He's like
Yeah.
a mushroom. He's a fun guy.
He is.
I don't know. It's somebody else pointed out that like this is the first guy she's dated that will make her feel like dainty, because she's like what 5'10", like she's tall, and
Is she that
he's
tall?
and he's like
What?
6'5".
Wow. That's
But
a,
I guess my follow-up question that would be, would she need the money? She cleared in just
Yes.
her Los Angeles stop on the tour. She cleared $1 billion with a B. Billion.
wait. See,
Did you
I,
ever
She
see
played
that,
like 7 or 8 shows in that area.
Listen,
And they were
there's this
saying,
one.
like-
There's this one Simpsons episode where Homer Simpson goes up to Montgomery Burns and he's like, "Wow, Mr. Burns, you're really, really rich." He's like, "Yeah, but I'd trade it all for a little more."
yeah, exactly. I think that's what I
So
think too.
that's what's going on here. I mean,
they're
yeah,
gonna
she's
cut- if they're
rich,
gonna
but why
cut her-
not be richer?
Yeah. If they're gonna cut her a check for say another 500 million, why not?
Yeah.
Set up your grandkids and shit.
Yeah.
dude.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, if that's what they're actually doing, like Bigler said, it's brilliant.
It is. Yeah.
Or it's just that they actually do like each other and they
Yeah.
understand each other because they're always in the spotlight and people
they're
expecting them,
soulmates.
so
Yeah.
they have trauma bonds over that shit. Oh,
Oh, you
I
know what?
hate being in the celebrity. I can't even wear my slippers out to the garbage can in the morning or smack my cat when he's acting like an asshole in public.
You know
Which,
what? Though?
like, happens,
That does
right?
bring me to another piece of unfinished business.
Okay.
I was very disappointed in our league this week. Very disappointed.
Why no podcast?
No, well, but
Dude, I had to
we're a
work,
bunch of
man.
dads in this league.
Yes.
We're a bunch of dads, and I presented an opportunity for everybody to come up with a list of good, bad dad jokes. I wanted to know potential album titles for Taylor Swift's next
Oh
album
yeah.
when
Yeah.
her and Kelsey broke up, and nobody took advantage of it. Like
There were a
except like
couple.
Craig.
Yeah, Craig got one in there.
I think
that was it.
like, sometimes
I
those
put
things
one
go
in.
into like this, but you know how men like categorize things and like we have like all these like drawers in our brain. We have like a football drawer we dig into,
Yeah,
we talk
yeah,
about football all
yeah.
day, that sort of thing. And what you're saying on Line App about names for Taylor Swift, that immediately goes into the junk drawer. You know what I'm saying? In my mind.
Oh, come on,
Like,
that's a
it's not
pun
like
section.
where I'm
It's a
like,
pun
oh, that's a
section.
very poignant question from Kevin Bean. I'm going to no, dude, that goes into
guess-
my cash. I gotta clear that shit out, dude. I don't have
All I
room in
wanted
the
were
brain
some
for that
good
shit.
puns. I didn't
I'm
feel like it was
sorry.
asking too much.
We let you down.
I'm
I don't know. I don't know.
I think
enough
you're
Taylor
expecting
Swift music.
too much out of the Line App, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it's weird what
Or
gets people's juices flowing on there, but
Maybe it's just my suggestion was just so good that people were like,
Yeah.
"Well, I can't top it. Why bother?"
That
I
must
think
have
you're
been
just
it.
being, a little bit,
Needy.
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. I'll admit that. I need you guys all
And
the
you're,
time
yeah,
in my life.
your
more of
constant
it.
need for attention
I know,
is palpable. You can
right?
cut it
Maybe if
with
I
a
could get
knife,
somebody to
like
come out and play some
Gorilla
golf with me.
Monsoon. Gorilla.
Maybe if I could get somebody to come out and play some
Play
golf with me, Bigler, I
golf.
wouldn't need so much attention.
You play golf?
I just started actually.
He just asked me to play golf. Yeah, no, I had to work every day that week.
Yeah, I'm just busting.
Not to mention it was like 4 o'clock. You're like, hey, you want to go knock them around the course? It's like, dude, I need way more than like an hour's notice. The sun
I know what you're up to. I figured I'd give it give it a try.
Hey, I mean,
My son got
appreciate
into
that.
golf, and he started dragging me out to play. And I called Bigler because my Caleb's like 5'11", and I am not. So using his clubs like that didn't work. So I finally got a set of like short guy clubs, and I wanted to try them out, and I wanted somebody to go play with me. So I reached out to Biggie to see if he was available.
But it wasn't.
He was
But
not.
that doesn't mean forever. So
I know we got to hit. We got to hit the link
don't
sometime.
stop thinking about tomorrow. Is all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
We'll make some plans.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, let's do it,
Let me share my screen here.
please. Thank you.
There we go. Now we're small.
There. Now I
we're
don't have to have
small.
a big picture of myself in my own face. Oh, 4.6. Yeah, baby.
Look at my 0.0,
Crushing.
baby.
That's what Gibbsy do, dude. 4.6 in the first half. Let's go.
Christian Wood, two
So
targets.
still no trades, right? No trades have
I
been
know.
made.
I feel like this is one of the longest trade droughts to start a season.
Yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
I reached out to Gags this week about I think Kyle Pitts, maybe. Yeah, I was
There's
looking
been
at
many
something.
offers made, just nothing is stuck yet.
I
Yeah.
haven't made a single offer yet, but I've talked to a couple people about a couple guys, but never really like. I don't know. I definitely had some interest in Charbonnet and Achan.
I tell you what,
obviously.
compliments where they're due, Biggie. You did a really good job of grabbing some of those younger guys with potential. Because like I think there was like 3 different times this week that I was looking to see if somebody was on a team like Charbonnet, and like they were all hitting your team. So like good job, man.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Well, it's really cool when your guy scores 50 on your bench. You know, it
Yeah.
really makes you feel smart. Like,
I've thrown some darts and trades too. Like I tried to see, you know, if getting gritty would be interested in doing something, because like you don't know what
Yeah.
kind of trades they want to make and stuff. And
well, yeah,
just
he's
hasn't
the
been able to get
new
anything to
guy,
land.
so we might as well try to rape him for
Yep,
just
you got
Jeff
it.
while
Hey,
we're
why
going
not?
3.
Why not?
No, I can't remember who I was reaching out. It wasn't just Jeff.
Oh, well, I don't know anybody.
No, because I
I
mean,
don't know
there's
who's on his team.
you're not
other
getting
than-
just Jeff. Like that's just dumb. I want to say maybe it was Swift.
Oh, well, that's also tough right now.
Yeah,
he's
I
been
think
Try
it
to
was.
get
good.
Swift.
I think it was Swift that I was trying to see
You'd
if
be
he had
better off
any
trying to
exclusion.
get Kenneth Gainwell on the cheap, dude, before he starts going bonkers.
Is that what you're setting up as a trade for me for next week when you know, because you know I'm an Eagles fan?
Yeah. Yes.
I had a,
I'm planting the seed in everybody's mind right now. This is going out to all of the members of our fantasy league. Like, look at these fucking guys. These
Yeah.
guys all suck. Okay.
Let's get into it.
All right.
We have a lot to go over since we missed last week. So where do we start here? Are we starting with, is it Hayden Hurst? I don't even know.
No, Hayden Hurst blows not. Forget about him. Jerome Ford, I think, is where we were.
Let's start there. Yeah. All right.
that makes sense.
So everybody wanted a piece of Jerome Ford at many different price points. Unfortunately, nobody wanted him more than Gagsy, and he went in with $118, one of those monster bids that he's known for. Surprisingly, I bet you Ed Lager went to bed thinking he had him. Possum went to bed thinking he had him.
I thought it would take at least 100 to get him, so that's why I didn't bid, as you can see.
Same.
I
Sometimes I
bid,
just
but
don't like to
very
waste my
long.
time with that shit. And same
I
goes
was
for
also-
Green Hunt, like,
Trying to be a bit of a bro to Gags, because his team, good God, just got decimated at running
Yeah.
back.
They did.
So I was like, you take him, Gags, whatever you're going to spend on him.
oh, you mean J.K. Dobbins and Nick Chubb both going down for the year in the first 3
Yeah.
weeks?
I chatted with him on the side. I was like, listen, man, if there's a way I can help you right now, like we can work out a trade. I won't, I'll give you to somebody for like,
Same thing the
as
used
cheap
car
as I can
salesman
give him
says
to you,
to
because
me,
that's
dude. Like, let me help you
Yeah.
drive out of here with this car today.
no, I was literally even saying like,
Sure, I get a little in return, but it's really about helping you.
You
no,
got a
I think
family.
at that
you know?
point,
Yeah, because I mean, because I want, if I don't win the championship, I want you to win, Gags, because you
Yeah. No,
you
at
need
that
to
point,
win.
Cam
You only
Akers
have
was
like
still on
3
my team.
titles or something.
And I think I said to him, like, I'll give him to you, not even for a player. Like we can work out like a pick in next year's draft, not
Oh,
even like a
don't be
good one.
weird.
And
Just
not even
say
like a good
higher.
one. Like just I like it when the league is competitive.
You're so
I'm-
full of shit right now. It's not even
how
funny.
many
I swear to
Brian,
God, Kevin, if you continue with this bullshit, I'm
Brian,
gonna put you on
seriously,
mute, dude.
how many times have I made the same argument over the
Will you
years?
stop?
I mean,
want the
you
league
do
to be
you do like a
competitive.
you do like a
Yeah.
competitive league.
Dude,
Thank
you
you.
never sent me a trade that
But-
screamed, "Hey,
Yeah.
this is gonna make everything competitive." Unless you were talking
Yeah.
about making your team as good as mine by me giving you a great player for shit.
Whenever I send a trade, I try to make it balanced.
Dude, you are the most unbalanced trader of all time.
Oh,
I don't-
no,
not
that's-
true.
that is
not
definitely-
true.
Maddie might be.
No,
Yes, that is
no.
Detling and or Craig.
And or Ed.
No, listen, I've worked some shit out with Craig before. Ed, I've never traded with, but I would trade. No, I've traded with Ed.
I like trading
Like-
with Ed, but he usually wants a mountain.
The entire reason that we're only drafting 18 rounds now is because I pushed to knock those back because I wanted more on the waiver wire for when people like Gags have this situation. They don't have to look at an entire season and know in
I
week
fucking
3 they're
hate
done.
that. I hate that because then you can't groom your guys like you used to be able to. You
Yeah,
can't
I
wait
want it
on
to
a guy.
be.
Like that's why I had to cut T Higgins one year.
I
Yeah.
like I
that's
like knowing in
horseshit.
our league
No, that's
that
my
if
guy.
your
I
team
drafted
just like
him.
falls to shit, you have the possibility of repairing it. That's so
But hey,
I like a
I
competitive.
agree, but Bigler's got a point. You're not trading to make it a more competitive league. Okay. You're trading
No,
to
you-
benefit your team.
Yeah, I mean,
Period.
come on.
Yeah,
Don't be
I was
weird.
speaking more in that specific situation,
Okay.
not in general.
Okay.
Like I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm trying to win. So Gags says 2 running backs go down. Boo hoo. He's got a pretty sweet bench. He's filling those holes,
All
Kevin.
right.
That needed to
Moving,
be filled.
moving right along.
I hope all of you lose 2 running backs in 2 weeks, dude. So then I can just skate to the championship.
So far, Jerome Ford has been paying off. He's getting some nice points, getting a lot of action. We'll
Mhm.
see what happens now that moving right along, Kareem Hunt, $54 to Josh. Nobody really came close to that, getting gritty with 30. I mean, 54 is a decent price, but who knows how they're going to use them. I don't know.
I think I think they ran him like 33% of the snaps on like 3 days of practice. I'd rather have Kareem Hunt, I think, than Jerome Ford right now.
Yeah.
Ford had 2 touchdowns that inflated his fucking 10 carries for 18 yards that he had and 1 catch or something. But yeah, no, I'd rather have Hunt on the cheap.
All right, and then Detling and I were fighting over Cam Akers.
Of course, Brian, you got kind of almost priced out with your 19. You're in the ballpark there.
Yeah. Clearly he wanted.
And of course,
more.
it's Cam Akers, the guy that you love to hate to love again.
That's right, and he's now the handcuff to Madison. So we'll see how they use Akers. Madison was running.
Can't like
for
it
life.
as a Madison owner.
No, hate it.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't trade for him because Madison's been ultra efficient or something.
he had a
you know
good
what I'm
week
saying?
though, so maybe he's gonna run for his life now.
He's had a couple rough ones to go with that good one. All right.
Best snipe of the week might be Gagsy.
Oh yes, that is the stuff we live for right there, Brian. The price is wrong, bitch. Your $2 is not as good as my $3.
Yeah.
Got him good there.
But you know what's beautiful about this, Crick, is that this might work out in his favor. He picked up Detroit's
He got
defense.
Detroit's D. Yeah.
He picked him up literally 1 hour before I was going to. I was waiting till my lunch break. I couldn't pick him up, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick him up at lunch. And so at 10:40 something,
Oh my God, that's crazy. He sniped you again.
He sniped me, and right now
Dude.
it's paying off big time.
It's like fucking round 2 all over again. Holy
All right,
shit.
DJ Chark goes to Gagsy for 14.
Dude, he's just owning these guys in their bids. Look at this. Yinzer goes for 10. Gags, he knew someone would go
dude,
for
he's
10.
he's hacking computers.
He even covered the guy who was like, I think he's going 10, I'm going 12. And the guy who's like, he's going 12, I'm going 13. And then
You've been
Gags
hanging
is
out with
like, oh, I'm
Josh.
gonna do the guy who does the guy and does the guy just in
Bump it up
case with 14. I mean, he's way ahead of us in this shit.
4 steps
man.
ahead.
He must be hanging out with Josh because he's getting inside the computer.
He
That's
is
right.
inside the computer.
He's literally hacking inside the computers. And then
All right, and then finally,
Josh Palmer, who I didn't actually really want, and $41 was way more than I wanted to spend. Kind of glad it didn't work out. Josh Palmer.
really? Why? What do you mean? Ask
Dude,
Kevin.
He has
He wrote that
underperformed.
due to the playoffs last year. Did you not, Kevin?
I did actually. He had a hell of a year. Telling
Yeah.
year.
Look, when Mike Williams goes down, Josh Palmer
Yeah.
steps in, dude. It's the way it
He was
works.
scoring like 20 something a game. If I remember correctly.
I guess I had him 1 year too soon when he was underperforming. So
Definitely. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Mike
that's the
Williams,
story of my
25
life
back
with
then.
oh my God, what's his name? He plays for the
McCaffrey.
no.
I was a
Dude,
year early on Jalen Hurts.
He was on Green Bay. He was a rookie on Green Bay, and then he was amazing, and then he got traded to LA or Las Vegas. He's like one of the best wide receivers in football. I just can't think of his name right now.
Justin
Devontae Adams.
Jefferson, Jamar
Devontae
Chase.
Adams. I had Devontae Adams for 2 years.
Yeah.
I drafted him his rookie year. I kept him in the second year. He didn't do dick. I finally, his third year, I was like, well, I'm keeping somebody else. And then he went nuts.
Yep.
Pissed.
Yep.
All right. What do you guys think? What do you think? Who are we going to give the award to this week?
There's only one choice.
You know what? I think that for $25, Cam Akers is pretty good value there. I like that one. I mean, I like what Gags did with the bids that he won.
Yeah. I'm going to give it to Josh.
I like Josh Palmer too.
Yeah,
For
for
50
50.
bucks, dude. I mean, when Puka's going for 76 and you can get a Josh Palmer with Williams out for 50, that's pretty solid, dude.
Yeah.
And I'll add this to my unfinished business. Getting Gritty had to suffer his first taste of the defense is getting added on because on his phone, I'm sure he's like, oh, I won.
That hurt this week. That hurt me this week
Greg
bad.
has to go fix
Yeah.
stats and fucking Eagles D.
I won.
I mean,
I won.
he knows.
25 points added
I know
on,
that there
Josh.
is like
Oh.
somewhere in this website that spells out our defensive scoring if you didn't already know it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a tough pill for him. He's 0-3, but he deserves a little better.
Actually, you know what? That's a really good point.
He made
Disco.
some really smart moves. Like he put in Jordan Love over Joe Burrow. He played Thielen and went fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Maddie's had to score 200 to beat him. So
that
tough
is
luck.
buried deep in the notes section of the lineup.
It
For
is.
the sake of the new guy, I'm going to repost that
Oh, nice. Good idea.
just so that he has a chance to know what the scoring rules are.
Yep.
Yeah, I have them all in my head from doing it for 20 years, but
It's good to have it up at the top of the notes.
yeah, definitely. Anyway, so yeah, sorry to you, Zach. Hope that you get your first win before you play me, because I don't want to be the guy who loses.
Yeah, not first.
I'm the guy who beat the Wiz first.
All right. Let's see here. We got anything else to do before we get into matchups?
I don't think so.
Is Detlin coming on? He said he didn't leave work yet, but that was like 20 minutes ago. Who knows? He's kind of lame this year.
It's rough for him.
He's on a
Although,
4-day
like
work
you
week
said, he's
schedule.
working Monday through Thursday, right?
Monday through
That's his
Thursday,
schedule.
10-hour days.
I mean, that's fucking that is so nice. And he's talking about, he's like, I'm in cement shoes at my job or whatever, when he was talking about Kevin's job. And it's like, dude, what?
I just
What
think
do you
he
mean?
needs. I think
What
he
do you
needs to,
mean
like,
cement shoes, dude? You
like,
working
no
fucking 4
opportunity.
days a week, dude.
Yeah.
My shift's at fucking Walmart are 9 hours long. Like I'm on my feet all damn day, and certainly not for the money that Maddie makes, and certainly don't have weekends off to lay around and watch football. My toddler.
And dude, he's about to have baby
Oh.
number 2.
Mhm.
And he said he's taking off 3 months. So
Oh,
right-
maternity leave for him.
yeah,
Yeah, makes
right
sense.
in the middle of like the home stretch of the NFL. So it's gonna be perfect.
What a prick.
Seriously, and they're paying him what,
Yeah.
double for that?
He said he's only getting paid for half the time.
Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. Yeah, I feel so bad for him.
Him and his sugar mama.
Sugar Mama will take care of him.
And the same goes for you, Kevin. I feel really bad for you that two high-paying jobs are like fighting over you.
You should not. You should not.
I mean, do you hate it? Did you get in the wrong line of work? Is that what you're thinking?
Oh, yeah, I hate my line of work, but it does pay well.
Yeah, I got you.
It's
We're
hell
all
every day, but it pays well.
Yeah,
It's trap of capitalism, baby.
All right,
beautiful.
let's get into these matchups. I'm gonna assume that since you guys are both here live, that we'll do the ex roommates for the matchup of the week. And I'm still at 0. Wonderful, wonderful.
Well, as the trend has been in the past with that, Brian, at the end of this week, I'll be keeping Disco in the basement.
That's great. Oh, that was actually
Ouch.
beautiful. That was really well done.
Ouch, babe.
All right. Why don't
And
we?
if it didn't cost, it wouldn't be so fucking sad if it didn't cost $300 a month for
I
that
was
fucking.
waiting for it.
I mean, what kind of do taxes somebody like that? And continues to tax. You love to tax me, Kevin. You know what I'm talking about.
I love you too, baby.
All right. Why don't we start
Love
with
my money, dude.
let's do my matchup versus Gag since it's 0-0. I mean, I should have points, but I don't. So let's start here.
Ooh,
0-0.
all right.
So whoever wants.
All right, guys. In this first matchup, we've got coming off of a 222-point performance.
A lot of
Two
twos.
and
A lot of
one
twos.
in fifth place. Just crush it. He doesn't even care. He'll put in CJ Stroud. That's how much he doesn't care. Going up against my man, taking it on the chin at running back this year, but still winning games, still putting up points, still doing his thing. As always, one of my personal favorite and ours, Gagsy. Let's get right into it, boys. At quarterback, what is happening versus Tua? I'm gonna go with Tua here.
Yeah, I'll probably go
Yeah.
2 as well.
Absolutely, Tua.
I have to explain my rationale real
Yeah,
quickly. I can't really play Buffalo against Miami. I know that Buffalo is not going to give up the same amount of points as Denver, but they're still not going to have a great fantasy day. And I'm not going to be playing Cleveland against Lamar. I think that's stupid. Somebody else did that this year. I don't know. Hopefully it wasn't one of you two, but somebody's playing their quarterbacks against their defense. I think that's ridiculous. So I'm thinking the Steelers are hopefully going to win this game in Houston, but CJ Stroud's putting up numbers, man. And when he's behind, he's putting up bigger numbers.
Okay.
He's throwing 0 interceptions, and his minimum score is like 42. So,
but do you think you'd want maybe if you're going to kickstart this CJ thing, that's cool, but don't you want a defense that's not like really good, like Pittsburgh's? Like, you saw what Deshaun Watson did to them versus Tennessee? I mean, did Stroud play Tennessee?
I think he's going to be doing a lot of quick throws. Let's put it that way.
All right.
From behind, a lot of quick throws. He's throwing.
Hey, listen, whatever.
Yeah.
You're fucking 2-1. I'm not. So.
But I'll still take Tua.
I'll still take Tua. All right. And then at wide receiver, Brian, we've got Pickens and Pittman going up against Higgins, Godwin, and Debo. Oh, you do have a third receiver, but what's it really matter? Pickens or Pittman?
He has 2 targets so far. He has 2
two Tarjets in one half. Isn't bad. Yeah, well, if you I mean, Green Bay's gonna have to throw being down.
So he's gonna get his 12 points probably.
12. Are you thinking 12? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Gags here.
Yeah, and I don't know though, because Ayuk is back this week, so Debo's not going to do what he did last week.
Tennessee's pass funnel and T. Higgins is gonna.
Don't sleep on Pittman's 15 targets. All right.
Pittman's having a good year.
I know you didn't want to draft him in the 6th or whatever, and we were all talking about it. Tree Size was there. We were all having a good laugh about the fact that you had to go take Pittman. It's like best WR available for like 3 straight rounds or something. But no, it worked out. I gave you
Yeah.
shit about it when he had 0 in the first half the
I'm-
other week, and then he came out and dominated. He's
I'm
playing well, but I still take that.
I'm gonna take Gags, but I think it's gonna be a lot closer than you would think.
Okay.
Agreed. I'm going Gagsy, but not by a lot.
Okay, and then at running back, we've got Alexander Madison and Sweet Trav Etienne Jr. going up against Miles Sanders and Jerome Ford. I do like Miles Sanders' usage this year, especially in the red zone. But I can't pick against my Sweet Trav. I'll take your RBs.
I'm gonna go Gags here. Sanders had a really great game last week. I think he's gonna have another one. And Jerome Ford, he's an interesting player right now.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go Madison Etienne.
I like EGNB Atlanta. I think it might be nice. Okay, then tight end. I love when it's easy, Brian. We got Kelsey versus Pitts. Give me Kelsey ×2.
All day.
That's right. Give me
Sorry.
T Kelsey, not to be confused with T Swift. Sorry.
We've all been like hypnotized by Kyle Pitts' athleticism,
Yes.
but the bottom line is that he's
For
on a
3
team
years,
that throws
3
20
years,
times
man.
a game, and
Yes.
dude, if he catches a touchdown, he might get you 15, dude. But otherwise, beware of Kyle Pitts. All right, and then in the flex, we've got my boy Rashid Shaheed going up against my other boy from Ohio State, Mike Thomas. Okay, out of these two guys on New Orleans, I'll go Michael Thomas, please.
You never know. You never know.
I kind of know.
Gotta go Michael Thomas.
Yeah,
His
I'm gonna go
ankles are
Michael
staying
Thomas.
attached to his body this
Yeah.
year, so
I'm gonna
until
go
the wheels
Thomas
fall
just
off.
on volume, but don't be surprised if Shaheed wins this. Don't be surprised.
Okay. Well, I mean, Shaheed maybe with Carr, but with Winston, I'm going Mike Thomas. Okay. And then for kicker, we got Slip the best going up against Tucker Sucker Fucker. Give me the best.
Yeah.
Yep.
Be a high
Same.
scoring game.
Tap at the base.
Okay, and then finally, Brian, and only finally, you could also be like, hey, Lamar Jackson's going to score more points than CJ Stroud, but I'm still playing Cleveland's defense. Okay, anyways, at
Don't try
defense,
and
we've
talk
got
me into it.
Cleveland at home versus Baltimore against Indianapolis at home versus the Rams. Wow.
Give me Cleveland. They're
Oh,
looking
give me Cleveland in a heartbeat.
Yeah, see, my heart wants to take Cleveland, but this is the game they lose all the time. So I'm going to go with Indy. I liked what Cincy was able to do against the Rams, and then I think Indy's D is playing pretty well this year, so I'll go with them. And overall, you guys.
Look at this.
Yeah, I think I got to go with. I'm sorry, Brian.
I know where you're
go
going.
with Gags on this one.
Don't-
Yeah, I gotta do the same, but I think you're gonna have a real good showing, B.
Yeah, I'm going out on a limb, doing some things I normally wouldn't do. I feel like, and maybe I'm getting too cute, but I think CJ Stroud is going to bring it home for me. I really do.
All right.
And this may not age well, which I'm well aware of.
Well, listen, it can't be any worse than when you said that Justin Fields was Michael
Yes.
Vick
That's
2.0.
that's
So
true. You remember that, huh?
yeah, well, that was just last year. Is
I
all.
know.
Anyway, so yeah, let's hope
right.
Watson gets involved for you. He, after all, is your 3rd round pick.
Thank you for pointing that.
Who
First
among us does not have fantasy words that we would like to have back?
Absolutely. All right. We'll save Yinzer Jag since maybe he'll show up.
Okay.
Let's go right down the list. Let's
Right
go
down the list.
Do you want to take this bean or do you want me to?
I'll take it.
Okay.
All right, we've got the recently loser Wizards of Winburn up against Possum Magic, he of the strange picks that somehow work out. At quarterback, we've got Jeffrey Goff going up against Green Bay, against
Very
Brock
good.
Purdy, going up against Arizona. I'm gonna have to go.
Give me
I'll
I'm
take
gonna
Goff.
go Purdy
I'll
here,
take
but
Goff.
based on the game flow of
Yeah,
this,
exactly.
I think Detroit's just gonna pound the ground with their offensive line in the second half, and
Yep.
yeah, I think Purdy's
Yeah,
gonna have to throw more. I think
wasn't-
Goff
I wasn't
probably
taking that
tops
into-
out about 35. I don't even see him throwing a touchdown.
Yeah, I wasn't taking the game flow into
Yep,
respect.
Purdy.
Yeah, I think you gotta go Purdy. You're right. All right, at wide receiver, we've got Stephon Diggs, DJ Metcalf, and Jordan Addison against Amon St. Brown, Calvin Ridley, and Nico Collins. This is a good matchup
Good
here.
matchup.
We've got we've got some information that certainly we can't ignore. But wow.
I'm going tree
Give-
size.
Give me. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the wide receivers here on the left. I just gotta. I don't know. I think Diggs is gonna have a monster game. I got a weird instinct about it.
I'm gonna go tree. I'm going tree size because Ridley and Collins both had a down week, and I think that they're gonna get them back in the mix. So I'm going tree size.
Revenge game for Calvin Ridley.
That's true. Very true. In London town.
About that.
Foggy
Yeah.
London town. Yeah, I like Calvin Ridley this week. All right.
All right, then we've got at running back Tony Pollard, and I can't remember White's first name.
Rashad?
Rashad White
Rashad.
up against Isaiah Pacheco and Zach Moss. Oh, give me Pollard and White all day.
Yeah, Pollard and White.
Pacheco isn't even the best running back on his team right now.
You almost kept him too.
I know. I thought about it. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, Pollard and White.
And Pacheco.
It's not a blowaway though.
Remind me, what round did he take Pacheco? It was like round 2 or 3.
Round 2.
Yeah.
Round 2. Yeah.
It was
It
absurdly
was
early.
absurdly early. He could have had him in 5.
Yes.
All right, tight end, we've got sexy Mark Andrews going against Dallas Goedert. I'm going to go Mark Andrews. They haven't
I'm
been
going
doing
me,
big with
Mark
Goeders.
Andrews.
All right, give me Goddard.
All right, and we've got Puka
Goder's been sucking
Tua.
balls this year.
in the flex up against Drake London. Give me Puka.
Yeah, Puka, I think.
All
Puka.
right. Then we got McManus against Dicker the Kicker. Give me
Dicker the kicker.
I'm good, Dicker. Why not?
You can't
They're
go.
gonna call,
with
did you
McManus.
know?
McManus shanked one and got one blocked last week
Hmm.
and cost Craig the game. Well,
So
not me, but I beat him.
I don't really follow college football, so maybe these nicknames were already well established, but it made me laugh when I heard the announcer referring to him as Dicker the Kicker in the last game.
Yeah, that.
Well, it's
to me.
that. Yeah, I mean, your dad could have came up with that one. It writes itself.
But still, it made
Anyway,
me
yeah. So
happy hearing both
we're
places.
in agreement that Dicker is a kicker and he's our guy.
All right, then we got the Baltimore defense going up against the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland,
Hmm.
and the Pittsburgh defense going up against Houston.
Pittsburgh all day, baby.
Pittsburgh, TJ Watt, baby.
Pittsburgh all day.
They said that he's on pace for like 40-some sacks.
Now,
Crushing the all-time sack record.
Now, before we make a decision on this, I do want to point out the fact that Austin Eckler has been saying that he may play this week. He might be back.
I'm sure that Drake London will find his way to the bench.
Oh,
if that
absolutely.
happens.
That's a really good point, though.
Yeah,
So-
and in that case, if it's Eckler versus who is it? Puka, then I would take Eckler,
Of course.
and
Yeah,
that might
well,
be the
yeah.
turning point in this matchup,
It
actually.
very well could be.
Because I think Eckler can hang with Puka way more than I think Drake London
Or does-
can. So
or does he keep Drake London and bench Pacheco?
I don't know what you hate about Pacheco so much,
He has not been playing well this year.
hasn't he? What's
No.
his stats? Can
In
you pull
last
up his
game,
stats,
he
Brian?
was
Here you go.
last game in particular, he played very poorly.
Okay, total we got. Let me see here. 155 yards. I don't have a game breakdown here. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's go like that.
Where's his fantasy points?
Oh, I
Oh.
lied. It was the game before that he did poorly. He did pretty good
I mean, he
last
still
week.
had 70 yards rushing. he got some receiving work in week 1, and he found the end zone and got 16 points. Like, what's that? What do you hate about him? He's doing better than Ramondre Stevenson is.
This is true. In my head, I was flip-flopping week 3 and week 2. I thought he did poorly last week, not
Yeah,
other
don't need to be trying to bench Tree Size's running backs when they're better than yours. I mean, what the fuck?
they are better than mine right now. I will not argue that point.
I'm taking Tree
Um,
Size. I'm taking Tree Size on the strength of the buns and the receivers.
Same. I think
Yeah.
the Wiz is going on a losing streak, dude.
Same,
Everybody
and
beats the Wiz.
especially if Eckler finds his way to that lineup.
Oh man, yeah.
Everybody beats the Wiz. He's the Wiz. Everybody beats him.
I love it. All right. Next up, we have the defending champ, Biscuits.
Oh, Lord have
Coming in
mercy.
at 1-2.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah,
God.
super gross.
But
Okay, so how many Jordan Loves will it take to equal a Kirk Cousins, do you think? I'm
be
thinking
fair,
at least 12
It's so
Jordan
gross.
Loves.
for the same argument though that we made
Oh,
earlier,
God, look at
You
this.
didn't even let me introduce
What
the
in the
quarterbacks.
fuck is happening?
All right.
I was just
Going
gonna
up
say
against-
Jordan Love is gonna have to come out passing in the second half.
course.
So
Going up against Getting Gritty, he is definitely hoping to get his first win here in Tonto's Demise. I mean, I don't know
God.
Zach. I'm sure he's a great guy, but doesn't it feel good to know that he's starting his like tenure in the league, like in the basement? Like it feels right. Like
It does feel right. I
unlike
will say that.
Gagsy, who came in and basically steamrolled the league. So I'm much happier
Okay,
with
so something.
just making
I mean,
children
this
of
kills
men.
me right here. You know how much I don't like what's happening with the flex
yeah.
in the guy being in the fucking flex on
Oh,
Thursday
yeah.
night.
I know.
Because
I know.
if
You preach
Joe
on that.
Mixon hurts his knee in pregame warmups or
Yeah,
something,
you're
like,
screwed.
dude, please
Yeah.
stop doing that. Somebody else, Gagsy, did that earlier this year, but
You need to do a TED talk on the flex.
you got to put the latest game possible
Right. That's right.
in the flex, dude.
All right.
Because
That's why
whatever.
that's why I didn't put
You got
Watson in the
flexibility.
flex.
That's why.
I mean, it
Right.
just makes perfect sense.
We're all taking Cousins,
these
though,
things
right?
aren't going to happen. I'm Swift and Mixon will both play, but you get what I'm saying. If you're
Yeah.
going to play the guy, play him
And
at fucking running back. Like I have stupid fucking dick faced Jahmyr Gibbs tonight.
All right, getting right into this matchup here, we've got Kirk Cousins, which let's face it, Craig Kubisic is the Taylor Swift to Kirk Cousins. I mean, he's in the press box blowing Kirk Cousins kisses. He wants to basically
I'm
have.
glad you finished that sentence.
And yeah, that's funny. That's good.
Okay, well,
That's
remember
good.
when I said that it was like a smart move Zachary made when he played Jordan Love last week?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
I don't
That
think
didn't
the
age
same
well.
thing. Well, it doesn't age well because Joe Burrow, dude. And they're playing Tennessee. Like that matchup is as tasty as it gets.
I think he's worried about his health.
I can't like this move. And obviously I'm taking Cousins. I'm sorry, Zach.
100%.
Sorry.
Burrow's got that calf injury, so at any given point he could not finish a game. I can see why he's doing it, but
Yeah, but
you got to go Cousins.
Green Bay is they're not a passing team.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, they definitely don't have a passing grade. All right, Kirk Cousins by a mile.
Okay.
Even if Jordan Love comes out throwing, 50
He
balls.
better have the half of his life to
Yeah.
get him back. I mean, he needs
Let's
to hit
hope.
Lionel Musgrave with some goodies. All right.
All right. Hey, he's doing better than Christian Watson. All right. Devonta Smith, Chris Olave, and Jacoby Myers going up against Just Jeff, Christian Kirk, and Adam Thielen.
I got to
good
go
for
with
me.
getting gritty on this one.
Yep.
The resurgent Adam Thielen.
Yes.
Yep. Can we get ready?
Dude, I think he
Crystal
was
balled the
drafted
shit
probably
out
like
of
the
that.
12th or 13th round. Like he was definitely a steal.
Oh yeah, dude. Nobody wanted him.
Yeah. All right. In the running back position, we've got Bijan and Josh Jacobs going up against Mixon and Swift. That's a
Oh, give me Bijan and Jacobs all
Yeah.
day.
I don't know. That's closer than I think.
Jacobs is.
Oh, Jacobs
what-
is fitting to burst, dude. Come on.
Yeah, Jacobs is still a good running back. He's just had a rough few weeks. He'll pop.
Swift
Yeah,
has
give me
been looking
Bijan or
amazing.
Jacobs.
Yeah, I'll take Bijan as well. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Swift tilts the scales. He's been
Yeah.
looking really good.
He has.
All right.
Washington's not a great.
What's that?
Is Washington a great matchup for them though?
They're a tasty matchup, I think.
Okay.
All right. We've got Gregorius Kittle going up against Lionel Musgrave. Whew.
I gotta go
Give
with
me
Kittle
Kittle up the
based
middle.
on the information I'm seeing.
Yes, Kittle. for
And I might
sure.
have gone with him
Yes.
even before that. So
Yeah.
is one
Have we had the
might
Kittle
have.
game yet this year?
the what?
San Francisco. Have we had the Kittle game
No,
yet this
not
year?
yet. Not
Man,
yet.
Yeah.
I wish I was playing against fucking getting Grady this week.
Yeah, San Francisco
Yeah.
seems like every week is a different person's week. And
That's-
if we haven't had the Kittle game, I think it's going to be the Kittle
It
game.
could be Kittle this week.
Kittle had a strong game last week, I think.
Yeah,
Look at that fucking fat bastard on the bench down there.
But he didn't have a Kittle game.
Yeah.
No, of course not.
All right, Christian Watson with a catch. He's on the board. That's good. All right. Bang Bang Robinson in the flex going up against Aaron
Bang.
Jones.
Gotta go bang bang.
Give me
based
bang,
on
bang.
what I'm seeing.
I mean,
Ooh, no. Ah, shit. Well, I have information, so never mind.
Hey, Aaron
Yeah,
Jones,
give me bang, bang.
yeah, I'm. You know what? I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to go Aaron Jones. They're going against Philly's defense. I think Aaron Jones gets a touchdown, maybe a couple catches. Give me Aaron Jones.
I
Alright.
mean, that's the direction I would have went because Philly's defense has been beastly against running backs.
Yeah. All right, Matt's Gay came out big.
Oh my god, like 25 plus, dude.
But wild.
Going up against
And
Butker.
still couldn't get it done. Oh my
Yeah,
god, he
yeah.
needed like 35 if he wanted to win. So give me Matt Skade though.
That's good.
I'm actually going to go Butker here because the Jets are
Yeah.
bad at football.
Dude, don't you know how
Um,
to play this podcast? You always pick Matt Skade. Like, regardless.
You're right. I don't know what I was thinking. Matt's gay
All
for
right.
sure. 100%.
All right.
All right,
Yeah.
100%.
100% gay.
In defense, stolen right out from underneath me. Detroit against Green Bay. They're doing wonderfully tonight.
Looking
going
good.
against New Orleans
Detroit.
versus Tampa Bay. I'll take Detroit.
Yeah, give me Detroit. Hey, out
I
of
think
curiosity-
Baker's not going to have a great time in New Orleans, though. Is all I'm saying to you guys. It's not going to be.
No.
It's only because Detroit's whipping that ass. That
I mean,
oh, there goes Watson again.
Take New Orleans. Then.
Yeah, no. Either way, it doesn't matter because there's too much of the champ this time. For my man Zach to overcome, I think.
Oh yeah.
Not starting off too hot, so I'm gonna go with biscuits.
I'm going to go with biscuits too. Hey, out of curiosity, who's the guy on his bench that's got 15 carries up against some other running backs
Woo!
3?
Oh
so
yeah,
far?
3 yards of carry. That's really
That's
fucking
crazy.
efficient there, Kevin. Fuck your
I
face.
just get-
dude.
It just seems like he's getting a lot of carries
Okay.
when there's
Yeah.
another guy on his team that's supposed to be the lead back. I just want to check.
I'm surprised that I'm surprised he benched him. I would.
Yeah,
have
actually, I am too.
I would have played Montgomery over probably Bang Bang.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
would have
me
put
too.
Monty in the running back spot, not the flex.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's gonna
Okay,
be,
we're
it's
all
gonna be a
taking
lot.
biscuits.
All right, yeah.
All right, Disco, you want to take Darkwing?
Yep. All right, in this next matchup, we've got 2 surprising powerhouses. I honestly have no idea why these guys aren't match of the week, but we have our first place champion of the world at fantasy right now going against our second place world champion of fantasy football of 2003 going head to head.
Yes.
So I don't know what to say. Ed Lager coming off a 230 plus point
Yeah.
performance, crushing it. Even his kicker got 20, going up against Juddy, who was smoking the first 2 weeks and then went from the penthouse to the outhouse and was kicked out of the knockout pool. If you guys didn't watch the review,
I watched
in his loss. So either he hits you hard or he just doesn't hit you at all, baby. So going up against Ed Lager, maybe Ed Logger's best start since joining the league. 2-1. Off to a great start. Let's fucking go. Matthew Stafford versus Patrick Mahomes. I love when it's easy, Kevin. Give me Patty. I don't care who they're playing.
Yeah,
Of
yeah, give me
course,
Patty
Sunday
against the
night, man, they are
Jets.
gonna destroy the Jets. Give me Mahomes.
Yeah, Sauce
Patty all
Gardner
day.
all you want, dude.
My homie.
Still getting 50 plus. Okay. And then a wide receiver. Look at this shit, guys. We got Tyreek Hill, CD Lamb, and Tyler Lockett going up against Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, Resurrection, and Scary Terry McLaurin. I gotta go with Juddy.
Yeah.
But I mean, Devontae just put 45 up, just like Tyreek can. All these guys can pop
Yeah,
for a big game at any time, but Tyreek is just
Tyreek is Tyreek.
this year.
I got to go Ty. I mean, even with the fact that CD Lamb, his quarterback's going down the first play of the game, I still got to go Tyreek, CD Lamb.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Josh Allen's getting hurt on the first play of the game. That's so weird. All right.
Yeah.
At running back, we've got James Conner and Kyron. Is it Kyron Williams?
I think
Going up against Javonte Williams and Raheem Mostert. Give me Juddies. Give me Juddy. Give me Juddy all day, actually. Kyron,
I'll take
Kyron
Williams and
Williams
Mostert.
like RB3 this year so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Williams and Mostert. I mean, Chicago sucks, so maybe.
A lot.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, and then at tight end, we've got Waller the Baller going up against Cole Kmet. I like when it's easy. Give me Waller the Baller.
Is it easy?
Is it easy? Yeah. What is Waller? Has he balled out at all this year?
No. Do I have to pick between these two?
I know. Baller. Yeah, I'll take Waller, I guess.
They've had some funky game scripts or
Yeah.
something.
Really playing
What,
Seattle?
You'd rather have a guy that's
Yeah.
third option
no,
on Chicago's
Of course
offense?
not.
Yeah,
Of course
give me
not.
Waller.
Yeah,
All
Waller.
right.
But I don't like
Reluctantly.
You say it like he's not going to fucking blow Cole Kmet out of the water. Okay. And in the flex, we've got, two sexy young players, James Cook
Yeah.
versus Zay
Yeah.
Flowers. Ooh, baby. It's so good. I'll still take James Cook because I think Cleveland's D is better than advertised, maybe.
I'm gonna do the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a real quick side story. I've been trying to get Zay Flowers off of Ed for the last 3 weeks, and I thought I almost had him last week. I gave him a pretty strong offer, and anyways, he declined. And I said, Are you even interested?" That was like the third offer I sent him. He's like, if you put out a podcast, I'll consider it. So I almost put out a solo podcast, and I said, "Are you serious?" And he's like, "No, I'm not trading him."
I
He's a
wonder
keeper.
what the offer was. I imagine it has to do with like,
Dude, I think one of my first offer, which was my first offer was my best offer. I offered him Pittman. I think it was fair. That was after week 1. I said Pittman
well,
for
yeah.
Flowers.
You're like, Pittman's never going to do this again.
Yeah, exactly. But he's still a strong offer.
It's the best offer now. It wasn't then.
Yeah. So, anyways,
All right.
he declined.
Yeah, well, I mean, he wants that diamond in the rough, keeper for life guy. All right. And then the kicker, we've got Sweep the Leg going up against Easy E. Give me Easy E.
Yeah, I'll take Jake.
I'll give me Mr. Elliott.
All right, and finally, and only finally, boys, we've got the Dallas D at home against New England and Mac Jones going up against Seattle's D on the road Monday night against Danny Dimes and the Giants.
Why is it taking you this long?
Yeah, it's gotta be Dallas.
Give me Dallas.
Although Josh Dobbs just went up in them, but
What? That's what I'm saying. I mean,
I know.
New England's no slouch. I don't know. I mean, they did lose Trayvon Diggs for the year, did they not? Dallas. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like you just replace that guy. Like, you got another one backing him up, just as good. Like, get out of here. So yeah, no, that means a lot, and it showed. I think fucking Hollywood and those guys wore them out, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think it's a no-brainer. Seattle against the Giants, the fucking Giants suck so much dick this year. I'd love to play a defense against the Giants every week and take my chances. Anyway, all that said, I'm going with Juddy. Sorry, Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go Jetty too.
I love Mahomes. I love some of those receivers. I still gotta go Juddy. I think Juddy stays at the top. I think he stays number one.
Yeah, Mostert's not scoring 50 points every week, so
And thankfully he kept AJ Dillon on the bench.
good choice
Dude,
there.
there's no good reason to start AJ Dillon these
No.
days,
No.
especially with Aaron Jones playing.
Well, this is kind of awkward because actually, Bean, you want to take Shawshank and Yinzer since it doesn't seem like Dillon's showing up.
All right, absolutely. All right, we've got the Shawshank Athletics going up against the Yinzer Jags.
What?
The Shawshank Athletics up against the Yinzer Jags.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, you got it? Good. All right. So at quarterback, we've got
Sorry.
Mr. Herbert against Mr. Hertz.
Herbert.
Herbert.
Never pick against Herbert.
Herbert.
ever.
I'm still
How is Hurts not on your team yet?
he won't trade with me. He wanted just a ridiculous price for me. You know what? At this point, I'm glad he didn't. I'm having a better season with who I got. So
What do you mean? Josh Allen's floor is so soft and weak, and it's like 28 points, like he's going to get this week if he doesn't get hurt. If he gets hurt, he might get negative 2.8.
He does use his body, I think, a little too much, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's going down this week. Sorry, Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, it is true. Josh Allen's floor is 28 points above your quarterbacks. So that is a difficult thing there. All right, at wide receiver, we've got Mr. Wilson. He should still be a hooligan. Jerry Jeudy and Hopkins up against Moore, Dobbs, and Johnston.
Dude, these are some of the
Gross.
grossest lineups ever.
Uh,
I mean, Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I guess I'll take fucking Shawshank here, but
Yeah.
God,
I'll take Shawshank.
it's so sick. The fact that he got 10 points out of Dubes over there is pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
Hey, would you show up if you were Delling? I get it now. I wouldn't show up for this podcast either with this kind of team.
I'm actually going to take Matt's wide receivers.
You would.
Wilson isn't doing dick. I think Moore still has a good season in him. Doubs is running ahead already, and I think Johnston is all the Josh Palmer talk's been going on out there. I think he's being slept on.
No,
Okay.
he's not.
Okay.
I disagree that he's being slept on. I mean, everybody's
score last
heard of
week?
him, but
What did he score last week?
nothing,
Who are we
dude.
talking about? Quentin Johnston?
4
Yeah.
points or something.
Let's check. Yeah, 3.
Oh yeah, he was.
That's the best
not
week.
good.
Yeah, so he's getting 3 targets a game. Even with Mike Williams hurt, maybe he'll bump up to like 5 targets so you can have 3 for 15, dude. Look
I
out.
don't know. I think with Williams down, I think he's going to end up being good. I'm just saying.
All right.
All right, running back, we got Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley up against Kenneth Walker and Alvin Kamara making the lineup.
I'm going with Maddie here. I think that this is finally the time where Derrick Henry is finally peak on his down slide now, right?
I agree.
Are we
Yeah.
witnessing it?
And we're not
finally?
100% sure that Barkley's even playing.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's still got that ankle injury. I think he's hoping to
you
come back.
gotta like KW3.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me.
I think
give
he
me
was trending
Dallas.
towards playing. But I think that KW3 and Kamara will do. New
Even if
Orleans
he
is
plays, he's
a
not gonna
good
be
running back
100%,
play,
so.
dude.
All right, then at tight end,
Oh,
we
hey,
got
Christian Watson touchdown.
I saw that beautiful 3rd round pick touchdown.
at tight end, we got Pat
Touchdown I've
Farmer
ever seen.
up against Sam Laporta. I like Sam Laporta.
Delling loves him.
Yeah,
You know, Delling's gonna salvage this year in his mind by drafting Samuel Laporta. He
it's the
thinks
only
that-
thing keeping him from
Yes,
total
it's-
basement
It's true.
tragedy.
It's
dude.
absolutely true. He's gonna buy a jersey. Of Portland.
I mean, think about it, dude. He had like 22 in a 10-point win or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Friday
he's
Alright.
the tight end of the league, and he's fucking 0-3, right? Sick. Good find. Where are we at? I'm
We are
sorry.
here in the
Pickett.
flex. We've got Amari Cooper going up against Warren from Pittsburgh.
Cooper.
Give me
all day.
Amari.
Yeah, Cooper.
Yeah. Kicker, we've got Moody versus Carlson. I will
Oh.
take Carlson.
Sexy
Give me the
Swede.
Swede all day. Never
Sexy Swede.
misses.
All right, and then at defense.
is a good matchup.
Ooh, this is a sexy matchup.
This is a really
San
good
Francisco
matchup.
versus Arizona against Philadelphia versus
my
Washington.
God.
Both teams on the road.
Holy juggernaut.
Wow. They're both
Damn.
gonna score 50.
I know, right? I think they'll have an exact tie, you guys. Both
I'll
at
take
40,
Philly.
48.
Yeah,
They're
I'll
both
take
gonna
Philly
get 40,
too.
48 to 73, somewhere in that range. Holy
There's-
shit. Tasty. Tasty.
All right, so who we taking overall here?
All right,
Yeah, overall I gotta go with my man Josh here. I liked more of his players, I think.
did you though? Did you? I don't think
Yeah, I
you
liked his receivers way
Yeah,
better.
yeah,
I liked
okay.
his quarterback way
Quarterback.
better.
did.
If Barkley plays, yeah, I mean, sure, I picked Maddie's running backs, but not by a lot. And then Fryermuth could get you 10, maybe.
I'm taking Delling on the strength of Philly. I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna.
Rocking those
I think they're
buns.
gonna
Like
crush.
he's fucking like drunk, stumbling his way into a salvageable season with fucking Phillies buns and Samuel Laporta.
Yeah,
This whole team. Look at these scrubs.
dude.
Look at the
it's-
fucking
I-
scrubs around them. KW3, maybe not, but like,
Yeah,
who DJ Moore? What? DJ
like, I'm
Moore's
going-
5 targets a game. Like,
He-
I'm going Detling just because Herbert's not going to do what he did last week every week. And like
he won't need.
Wow.
to.
outside of Herbert and San Francisco, like Josh's team is
dude, he's a point per. Josh, like, is one of those people that voted full point, dude, because
Yeah.
Herbert is that guy. So yeah, he will do 70 again, and probably this week.
he
So
might.
fun. Unless
I'm still going
Eckler-
Detling here.
If Eckler's back, he won't. All
All
right.
right.
yeah, he's on Detling. All right. And now the moment we've all been waiting for. And now the matchup of the week. The 1 and 2 Disco Danny Aids going up against the Dub C Hooligan Kevin Bean sitting in 6th place right there on the bubble. Bubble boy going up against the sexy stripper hat, the sweaty stripper hat. Starting at quarterback, we got Dak UCAC Prescott going up against Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh
Give me
Allen.
Josh Allen all day. It's Miami. He's going to be playing catch up.
Does Disco have the sexiest trio currently with Jamar, Jalen, and well, not so much Gabe Dave, going up against AJ Brown, Keenan Allen with a monster game, and Tutu Atwell. That's such a pretty name to say.
I'm going
gonna
my
go
wide
with
receivers.
Disco's wide receivers. I'm sorry, Kevin.
I'm going with Mike. Keenan Allen's what, number 2 wide receiver in football right now?
Jamar.
AJ Brown's
Yeah,
coming
but he's
on.
not
Tutu's
better
been
than
great.
he's not better than Jamar Chase. You'd trade him straight up for Jamar Chase for a
This is-
reason, dude.
This
I
is
don't
a
think I would
good-
right now.
This is actually a great matchup. I think Waddle's he's due for a huge game.
And you know that Gabe Dave's going to catch one of those binks, and you're going to be excited for a second, but then disappointed that you're actually losing.
But I remember who he's throwing it to.
Yeah, I don't think
That's the reason Gabe Dave's is in there. Honestly, you guys, in my lineup this week is because of that.
Yeah, you got to defend.
A little bit, because it's the difference between him and Elijah Moore is negligible, and since I'm going against Josh Allen, that was the tipping point for me.
I like
Hey,
your
do
receivers
you-
a lot, Bean.
Just in case you weren't aware, do you know who the number 1 wide receiver in football is right now?
Uh,
He had a monster
Tyreek
game.
Hill.
He did have a monster game.
Yeah, so yeah, you just said that Herbert's never gonna have a game like that again, and now you're saying Keenan Allen's the best receiver in football. Which is it, dude?
He is currently the best receiver in football. That is statistically correct. It
Yeah.
can also be correct that Josh Allen will not have a 78-point game again this year. He could have
All right.
60, and I'm still gonna be plenty happy with Keenan Allen. But anyway, my wide receivers are better.
I'm going disco. All right. Gibbs and A Chain. I don't care how you say. I'm saying A Chain. Going against Stevenson and Edwards.
Give me Disco. I don't care. The Gibbs only has 5. Stevenson sucks this year against Dallas. Gus Edwards, joke. Fucking Justice Hill's backup.
Give me A Chain.
Give me A Chain against.
A-Chain, dude, did you watch any of those highlights? He looks incredible.
Yes, dude.
He looks incredible.
Masturbated to those highlights.
Oh, if you're
Several times
I-
over. Yeah, no, I've
Yeah,
seen. I could tell you exact calls from the announcers. You know,
in my heart, I'm hoping that that Devon goes back to doing what he did in weeks 1 and 2. But in my brain, I know that my running backs are going to lose. So
I mean, Buffalo's gonna slow him down. He's not gonna get 40 or 50, but
no, he's not. But he's, dude,
Especially
he's in
with
the right
Mostert still
situation to get weird.
playing really well.
Yeah.
Mostert's playing awesome. They're not gonna. But it's even if it's like split backfield, you're still gonna get, 5 or 6 targets in the past game and maybe 10 touches on
10
the
to
ground.
15
I want
That's
want
the
my-
kind of volume I want.
I want my garbage running backs to score a lot of points, but I got to go disco.
all right.
You never know. It's
In the
Fucking
tight end
fantasy.
position, we got Gerald Everett going up against TJ Hawkinson.
And fuck you.
Hawkinson.
And fuck you, disco. And fuck you, disco. But Hawkinson.
Hawkinson, dude.
Playing my
Gerald
boy
Everett-
again.
but
Picking
Gerald
up my
Everett-
boy this
Gerald-
week and playing him
Listen,
against me.
When did Gerald Everett pop last year? When
So
Mike Williams
funny.
went down, dude.
That's so funny. I didn't even notice you picked him up for that. That's great.
Mr.
As soon as I
Irrelevant.
saw it, I was like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, hoisted by your own petard, dude.
All right. In the flex, a super sexy matchup. We got CMC going up against Ayuk.
Come on.
CMC.
I love when it's easy, baby.
Oh,
CMC.
Dude,
It's
I do
gonna be
love
CMC.
Ayuk.
RB1.
I love Ayuk, and he's going to score his points, but give me McCaffrey.
You got to take McCaffrey there.
Yeah.
It's going to be weird, though. How's McCaffrey going to score all those points going down on the first play? But he'll figure it out. I mean, that's the magic of McCaffrey.
Oh my God.
All right. In the kicker position, we got Sanders going up against
Competition is what this guy likes, Brian. What's a competitive league where
Yes.
his opponents break their leg on the first play?
Let the record stand that I never said broken leg as the injury. It could be just a nice little muscle cramp or something. Disco's the one out there talking about his players breaking their legs.
Josh Allen gets concussed on the first play whilst fucking throwing an interception.
Out there wishing broken legs and season-ending injuries on his players. I mean, good
Actually,
God.
Josh Allen's gonna have like a 30-yard backwards loss, sack, fumble.
He's actually going to throw the. He's going to
score.
run back, and as he gets sacked, he's going to throw the ball backwards into the end zone where it will be recovered for a touchdown.
Oh, this is that's a lot of analysis for kickers. Give me Koo.
Good.
Cool. I love that young hope.
Thank you. But Sanders never misses an extra point. He was 10 for 10.
That's
up?
nuts. That is nuts.
So crazy.
10 out of 10, baby. Just right down the middle.
All right. In defense, Cincinnati coming off a nice game. Going up to Tennessee should be nice. Kansas City going to New York to play those Jets.
If
I
I
think
don't
New
pick
York's
the
gonna be
right
up for that
defense,
game. It's a Sunday nighter. Cincinnati's playing in a day game snoozer where they're just gonna wear out Tennessee's fucking weak ass offense. We saw what Cincy could do against the Rams. They're gonna do it ×2 against Tennessee and win this matchup for Disco, you guys.
if I don't pick the right defense this week, fuck me.
Yeah.
Kansas City. Give me Kansas City.
Dude, the
Wait
entire
till you see Zach Wilson just
No.
throwing moon balls to Garrett Wilson all day.
when you see
Reed-
Taylor
Reed
Swift up in the
Collins.
press box, the entire
Mhm.
Kansas City team is going to elevate their game, including their defense. They're going to crush the Jets for T
Oh.
Swift.
And on
Absolutely.
national TV
Yeah, exactly.
with everybody watching.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Give me
Oh my
KC.
God. It's disheartening, but possible. Yeah. All right. Well, overall, yeah, I can never pick KB at this, so I picked Disco. I think Gabe Dave catches both of Josh Allen's touchdowns and scores almost as much as him.
You know, I gotta say, Brian, a wise man once said, "I love it when it's easy." Give me Kevin Bean.
Oh, see the Freudian slip though there? See what he wanted to say? Give me
Give
Kevin.
me Disco for the loss.
Dude,
Yeah.
Kevin Bean's gonna win it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Give me the
No,
Hooligans.
you were right the first time.
this is gonna
Gabe-
be a super duper close matchup, and I hate to do it to you, Disco, but I took Kevin's buns, and I think I'm gonna stick with Bean. But you know what? I took almost everybody else on your for your meat.
I
Besides
do have a
Coog.
great meet. Ask me,
Yeah.
ask Miss Maggie.
This is gonna be. I think this is a worthy matchup of the matchup of the week, and I think it might be a 200-point heartbreaker.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm talking a lot of shit, but I'm actually this is gonna be a tight one. It's gonna be a fun one, Disco.
That's what she said. And yeah,
Mm,
it's gonna be. Oh, I really would like a Gibbs touchdown though. That would help. That would
I
help.
really would not like.
or a
to-
David Montgomery like broken ankle.
Fucking yeah. Seriously, just
How did
die.
they score 11
Die,
points?
Monty, die.
What-
Just
what-
die.
What combination of scores do they have to get 11 points?
They have a field goal and a touchdown and a 2.
2-pointer.
Hmm.
I always love when teams have like 11. It's cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
Anyway, yeah, it
Good.
should be a good week.
I got my 11, so I'm good. I'm good.
Getting Gritty's getting more points. We had 6 when we looked before, so it's looking
Yes.
a little better
Yeah,
there.
he's coming. I mean, but he does have 3 players going, including his quarterback, so that's never good.
That is no.
Hey, see,
not.
look. Second half, Jordan Love's gonna have to throw a lot.
Yep.
Called it.
Unfortunately, Musgrave is not one of the recipients.
No, nor
Yeah.
is Aaron Jones.
They've really talked him up all week too. He's been on like every podcast.
Well,
wavering
dude,
pickup.
when the fucking this tight end landscape is something, dude. I mean, I
It
do
always is.
bad, but then I'm like reaching out to people for these scrubs. I'm like, am I really losing that many points by just pick up someone on waivers and hope he catches a touchdown? I mean, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, you got Gerald Everett now. You'll be fine.
Gerald Everett minus Mike Williams is gonna be sex, dude.
I love Gerald Everett. I'm so bummed you grabbed him.
I mean, if he plays this week, he's questionable, but we'll see.
Let's see here. Let's take a look at the line. Let's take a look at the standings here. Literally, we have so many teams that could be in first place next week.
All 3 undefeated teams went down, which
Yeah.
were, I believe, Dub C was one, Juddy and Wizard of Wimber.
He had to lead with Dub C.
And Dub C's currently inside looking out at Gagsy
Yeah.
with, wow.
So we
Yes, he's getting gritty. Like he's scoring points, dude. He's over 500. He's got more than me. Yinzy,
I mean,
awesome. Gagsy. I mean,
scroll back up there. Like
you got 4 more points than this guy, and you're 2-1. So
realistically,
you're beating him by 1 point a week.
yeah, any of the teams in the top 6, if they got to win and Juddy got to win, they could still score enough to take over first place. Like it's there's not that far of a reach in between.
God, Juddy, 577. That's with a stinker, dude. He had that 145 or something. So
dude,
he
look at it. Look at his
But if he
points
has another
against.
one,
Look at
that's what I'm
this.
saying. Like
had
if
400.
Hillbilly's at 524
Yeah.
has a 200-point game and Juddy's got another
Yeah.
140,
Yeah. Anybody
Hillbilly
can
takes it.
frog.
yeah. So it's anything can happen right now.
Yeah. And let's see here. Crick is right. He's definitely getting screwed the most so far with 589 scored against him. That's tough. He is literally almost averaging 200 points against.
That's
tough.
pretty sick.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty
disgusting.
sick. I always play grade D, dude. 489 is all I've given up.
God, have I really made 7 moves already, or is that how many I have left?
What'd you say?
No, what?
What is that
No,
second to last
that's
column?
the waiver priority,
Oh,
priority.
thank God.
isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
Thank God. I was like, I didn't make 7 moves already, did I?
yeah,
I made
I
4.
made 5, but
yeah, I made 3, 9 moves for who? For Craig, 9 moves for Craig, that's nuts. Craig's blowing his load earlier.
No, 6 moves.
Oh, yeah, 6
Gagsy's
moves,
has
still.
8
6
already.
moves.
I don't understand why like Possum has only 3. Like at the beginning of the season, when people are starting to shake out, like you should make some early moves to try to improve your team.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Mm.
But the first first 2 guys only have 1 move apiece, dude.
Yeah, wow, Possum is the lowest scoring team in the league right now.
I'm sure he can't wait to hear that.
I mean, I'm sure he's aware.
I'm sure he's well aware.
Yeah.
Well, he did lose his quarterback on the first play, like Kevin had wished it upon him or something. I
I
mean, all he needed was 40 from Rodgers to win that game.
That was rough.
And
Man.
then, yeah, he's given up a lot of points too. Ed just fucking wasted him for like 230, dude.
All right, man.
All right, boys, I'm gonna go because I got 9 minutes left on my computer. I gotta plug it in.
All right,
And,
boys.
Are you ready?
I'm always ready, Brian.
Good luck, boys.
Good luck, boys. Later.
Good luck, everybody.
See ya.
How do I do this?